Okay, so hello, good morning, good afternoon, and happy birthday to our listeners right now. If this is your first time listening, because this is also our first time doing this, a pleasant welcome to all of you sweet creatures.
This is the Hume Sariwa podcast where we feed you the freshest news and updates about all the things Fusion and Humes related. And welcome to episode 1 Simp, Toast, Shum, Spread, and 15 years of multi-brain bread. Hello everyone! I'm Hannah na disgrasya na sinasabi na huwag madisgrasya sa pag-ibig at mga iba pang mga bagay para hindi ka yung sakit!
Hi everyone, I'm Ate Nessie and I'm gonna be one of your hosts for today.
And I am Ate Kristen, who you already heard earlier, but you can call me Ate Tiny.
And good day to you guys. I am Ate Marie, one of your hosts for today.
Hi, to you all, everything. I am Ate Maika with a saying that if you believe you can fly, edi naniniwala kang pwede kang makalipad. Okay, guys, so before we start our introduction of guests and our whole topic, let us know how was your foundation day, guys, hosts? How was your whole experience?
Well, I mean, we were too busy because they hosting the games. So we didn't really experience playing the games and we just worried about accomplishing the tasks. But it was fun.
Yeah, I
Right, how about
agree.
the others?
I
It
really
was
had
fun.
fun because I've hosted from preschool to junior high and to senior high. It was really variety of people who we've hosted.
Right, I love that. How about those who didn't get to host? How was your experience to play games and stuff like that?
It was fun. I was happy, and yes, I was happy that I got to play my favorite games, namely Minecraft, with my friends, and I was happy that there were multiple tasks to be done, completed by group. So that was really fun. Yes.
How about you, Kuya Marvin? Marvin ba? Kuya Markin.
It's fun. That's all I say.
Alright.
Okay. That's nice to know, enjoying with your friends. All right. But
Okay.
first, we didn't really introduce the two of you yet. Yeah, okay. But we already
Yeah.
heard your voices. Let's know what their names are first.
Okay. I'll start. Hi, I'm Micah Crystal Itigrasha. I'm from Seven Galilee.
Po, my name is Markin L. Silva po from 8 Darwin.
Darwin and Galilee. Whoa.
Wow. So before we start, I just wanna ask, how are you guys feeling today? What are the vibes as of right now? Let's start with you, Micah. Sorry, Micah De Gracia.
It's fine. My vibe right now, I'm exhausted. At
I mean, who isn't?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
exhausted
okay.
because of multiple PTs that were given to us. We were given three PTs at the same time, and it's the last week before quarterly exam.
That's
Relate
understandable.
all
Yeah.
fusionistas.
Yes,
Relate.
bombarded.
You have that in the high school life. So yeah. How about you, Kuya? How are you feeling right now?
Kind of tired and I kind of feel a bit of anxious because there is we have a lot of activities and PTs.
Mm,
Have you
okay,
guys
that's some.
experienced na ba, defense?
Yes,
Yes
we
po.
actually just finished.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Oh,
How about
okay.
Wow,
you?
congrats. Nakaraos din.
Yes, super.
We're applauding you for hard work, and don't worry, we'll just have 2 weeks left and we're about to be finished. Let's be excited
Yeah.
for that. Okay, so after hearing from them, so let us hear different things from them. Okay, so Ate Micah, let's hear what were your expectations on Foundation Day? Like how was
Oh,
the game week and the actual Foundation Day? How was it all
okay.
together?
So I expected that I was going to play games, but it turned out I was. Oh, ako bang Micah or siyang Micah? Oh my
No,
god!
I
no,
got confused too.
it's alright. But can
It's
I
okay, go
answer
lang.
since it was
Cut. I
Micah?
didn't see anything, guys.
No, we
Don't
won't
cut
cut
that.
that
That's
Nasrin!
part.
nice.
Okay, wait. I will
We
say,
won't
Nasrin!
cut that part.
I will say
Nasrin, tawagin mo
Micah
na lang
de
tawagin mo
Gracia.
na siya Micah Cristel.
Cristel, okay.
Alright.
Let's start that
MK.
And
again.
then take two,
Okay,
take
cut.
two.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so now that we've heard from them, so let us hear. I want to know your experience and your expectation on Foundation Day with the actual games, like the 2 day Foundation Day week and the actual Foundation Day where you guys showed your video. So let's start with you, Ate Micah Cristel.
Starting with the 2 days foundation day, the game week. It was really fun. Like I mentioned a while ago, it was it I enjoyed a lot since I got to play my favorite games with my friends, and I got to play new games as well. Those were really fun as well. And the actual foundation day, the video presenting, uh, I would say that I wasn't too excited about it, mainly because of the fact that there were plenty of sleepless nights because of editing that video. And
Mm.
if I'm being honest, I uh, didn't pay attention much. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Yes,
It's
I didn't
okay.
pay
It's
attention much
fine.
during the day.
It's okay. It happens.
Yes, that's so. I was the 2 day foundation day was fun, and I didn't pay much attention in the actual foundation day. I'm sorry
Mm.
to whoever heard me say that.
It's
No.
okay. It's
It's
okay.
alright.
I
It's
feel
It's
like we all
understandable.
could
okay.
relate. So, how about you?
Yeah.
How about you, Kuya Martin? What was your expectation and how was your experience in the 2 week in the foundation week and the actual foundation day?
It was fun because yeah, I get to play one of the fun games like Minecraft, and then on the program Thursday, yeah, Thursday, I also didn't listen much to what they were like talking about. So
Mm.
yeah, I got confused of what was happening.
Oh, so did it like
Okay.
meet your expectation, or didn't you have any expectations, or what?
Uh,
Kuya
my
and ate.
expectations were, yeah, the games and the program, but most likely my expectations were there was no games.
Ah, okay.
Uh, my expectations in the beginning of the school year, they were low because I didn't think we could do much since it's online. But then came the actual foundation day. The event actually surpassed my expectations. It was more fun than I expected, and I enjoyed more than I expected. So that's yes,
Mm,
that's
okay, so totoo of your kabaliktaran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kabaliktaran.
It's okay as long as we have all experienced it and now we know that nothing's impossible, especially with our setting right now.
Okay, so now we will be talking about the symposium that happened during Wednesday of the morning. So, as National Geographic has mentioned in their news article, the popular notion that the COVID-19 pandemic has been good for the environment, that nature is recovering while humanity stays at home, appeals to many people grasping for some upside to the global tragedy. The reality, though, may not cooperate with such hopes.
The benefits many found heartening early on were always likely to be temporary, and with lockdowns easing, they have already begun to dissipate. Now, some experts fear that the world risks a future with more traffic, more pollution, and climate change that worsens faster than ever. It's too soon to know whether that gloomy scenario will play out, but concerning signs seem to be growing all around the world.
That really stuck to me, as I believe that COVID-19 has affected all of us in different aspects, not just
Mm.
us people, but also the animals, the environment, and such. So now, given that, the grade 11 STEM students were given the opportunity to talk about our environment through a symposium to the high school students about the situation of our environment and how we students can help. So let's get right to that. I'll start with some of the things that I've taken from their discussion. So I really found the presentation through the form of watching Netflix a good approach to catch our attention, because it's not that easy to get people's attention, especially the high school, for you to
True.
listen properly, right? So
I
that was a
agree.
good way. And then their clarifications on the meaning of weather versus climate, and going back to the history of it all, it really helps you learn more about what was happening to our environment throughout these years. And lastly,
Mm.
the group that I got to listen to emphasized that we must do and we must act. So that's very important, since we people we have a great effect on how our environment is doing, right? So
Yeah,
any of the
that's right.
hosts, what did you guys learn in the symposium, given that we were given the opportunity to listen?
For me, I learned that, those small actions could, make a difference. Kasi
Mm-mm.
hindi naman lahat ng mga malalaking bagay nagsisimula talagang malaki. So when you want to make a difference, definitely magsisimula yun sa maliit. For example, small trash equals to big trash. So parang ganon.
Yes,
Pag
that's
Parang
right.
like
if you
everything piles up in the end. Oh.
Yes.
Mm.
yes, yon galing naman. Yun yung natutunan ko.
Mm.
Anyone else? What did you learn? Hosts, before we start with the questions.
How about you, Tiny? Like, what did
Like,
you learn from the symposium?
honestly, nothing new. I just think that the grade 11, because the ones that I listened to were like Amira and um,
Uh,
like I forgot the others, but they were really convincing, and
Yeah.
it was like information that we kind of already knew, but they introduced it in a new way. So it was,
Mm,
yeah, kind of different, but also kind of familiar.
yeah, I understand that. So let's get to the questions for our guests. So my first question is, firstly, how did you guys find the symposium? Was it helpful to you on knowing about the environment? Let's start with Kuya. Did you find it helpful?
Yes po.
How about you, Ate?
Uh, yes, it was helpful. Although I knew some of them already, but yes, it was help. It was helpful.
Yeah, okay. So, what are some of the lessons that stuck with you during the symposium? Let's start with Ate naman.
So I learned that we play the biggest part in solving the world's problems, even though we were also the cause of this. We play the
Amen.
biggest part in solving these problems, so we must be disciplined enough to and determined enough to make a change if we want whatever we cause to go back to, if we want everything to go back to the way it is, if we want to decrease the world's problems, if we want to decrease pollution, if we want to decrease climate change, and so on.
Yes, very true. So, how about you, Kuya? What was something like the lesson that you got from the symposium?
Nothing ba? Pick up your trash lang, ganun.
For me,
When the most memorable
Mm-hmm.
part I learned in the symposium is where people has to be aware. I mean, some tips of preventing the worsening of the
The climate.
climate
Mm-hmm.
change and global
mm,
warming.
yeah.
I totally got that. Yeah. I also learned those things, that it's really helpful that we're given the chance to be aware of such things, right? So, Have you been doing any environmentally friendly habits before or during the pandemic, like recycling or reusing? Let's start with Kuya. Have you been doing any like that before or during the pandemic?
Yes po, because when the when when what's this when my parents like stopped working for like a week, we started
Mm-hmm.
to, but now yeah, they are working, but last but it lasted for a week that I recycled since the money was lessening. So I recycled some bottles,
Mm-hmm.
uh, plastics,
Ooh.
and etc.
That
Ooh,
actually
Sounds so
helps a
Nice.
lot.
nice.
That's really
I
nice.
would
right?
really like to do
Better
that.
better than all of us.
Yeah, you're a
True.
lot better than all of us.
How
So
about you,
cool.
Ate? Have you done anything environmentally friendly habits?
Yes po. During the last school year, grade six, I did those three. I recycled and I reduced and I reused. Instead of one of the examples is when instead of using plastic bottled water, I carry my own jug instead of using those plastic bottles, and I fill them up with water every morning instead of yes using plastic. And then another example is whenever my father is not around to drive us somewhere, we my mom and I just walk to the store instead of
Mm,
ordering
Yeah.
Uber and stuff like that in
Exactly.
order to prevent more smoke, more yes using vehicles. Like
use. Mm,
Disciplined.
that's
Wow.
such good habits to start with.
Sipag.
Kanina nagmana
Mm.
yan. Charot.
So
not
another
you,
question I
Charlie.
have in mind, if there were any habits or any actions that you would want to impose on your daily lives, what are those that you're willing to do? Let's start with Ate naman. It's good.
Ay, sorry po. Can you repeat the question?
If there were any habits that you would want to impose on your life right now, what are those that you're willing to do?
Uh, habits.
Yes, like environmentally friendly. Like, would you want to change from using certain things to something environmentally friendly?
Um, I'd say yes. Well, like one of the those is okay. So our family, we buy a lot of our family buys a lot of water, yes, plastic
Mm-mm.
water bottles. Uh, through during the whole pandemic, we bought a lot of plastic bottles, and even at home, you can see them all over the place. So maybe I would um find more ways to purchase water instead to purchase water in groups that are not uh where not much plastic is used basically.
Wow.
Mm, that's a really
Very
good
good.
one. Yeah. How about you, Kuya? Is
Positive.
there anything?
I forgot po the question.
It's okay.
Is there like any habits or actions that you would want to impose that's environmentally friendly? Like anything in
Yes
mind?
po. Yes po. Like we buy like a box of water bottles, and
Mm-hmm.
then when we finish all the water bottles, of course we keep the bottles, but we recycle it as well as the box. We
Oh,
use the box for uh we use the box to put some things for us because we're almost going home to the Philippines already.
Mm,
So we use
Mm.
the box to put some of our furnitures so
oh,
that
I see.
we won't buy uh outside. to save money as well.
Yes. Oh, that's
Mm,
a really good
nice.
Mm,
That's
one.
really nice.
I see, I see.
So,
Sana all
last,
uuwi.
di, di ba? So, last question. Do you guys have any advice or tip to, keep our surroundings clean and healthy? Kuya, do you have any? You have any tips? Yes.
We should always throw our garbage into the proper place, and
Mm,
we should
Yes.
always avoid polluting, so that,
Yeah.
I mean, because it could in, it could decrease the oxygen level. And for if you pollute in the water, the water would also decrease its water level, I mean its oxygen level,
mm-mm,
especially that the sea creatures, it can kill them because they won't have any uh, air to breathe.
Mm.
mm. Very
Yeah,
just.
that's true. That's true.
How
That's
about you,
true.
Ate?
Uh, Advice, I'd say use less plastic because
Mm-hmm.
as we all know naman that the whole world has the consumption of the whole world, the consumption of plastic of the whole world is
Mm-hmm.
is growing day by day. And another one is starting to use recycle bins. I don't see that in Saudi Arabia where we are currently living. I don't
Yes,
see that people
true.
use recycle bins. And even in school,
True.
when we do use recycle bins in school, you can observe that the garbage collectors still do not separate these. They put all of these in one
And
truck.
pile, yes.
And another advice I would give is to start looking for more or different ways of transportation instead of just always turning to cars, jeepneys in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines, and smoke belching vehicles. And maybe an example of this is a bicycle or just walking. Yes, that's it.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the math fair naman. You know, there were interactions with the Atis and Kuyas of the grade 11. For sure, they've showed you their websites, their Discord, and Minecraft World experience. So now, let us first ask Ate Micah the Grace. So first of all, how was your general experience with the first ever virtual math fair? Did you
It
have
was
fun?
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. Like I mentioned earlier, Minecraft is one of my favorite games, and it was really nice, fun, cool to see Fusion, the model of our building in Minecraft, and it was really enjoyable to walk around the school in Minecraft.
To walk around the school. I miss walking around the school. I get what you mean. So according to her, it was nice, cool, fun. Ayan, yes. So how about you po, Kuya? How was your general experience with the first ever virtual math fair? Did you have fun rin ba as well?
Yes po, I had fun po. Uh, I also walked around. I also didn't just walk around. I also went to each classroom. Like, I answered the questions, and I was so shocked when I saw if this is Fusion. So I really went inside, and I was very shocked when I figured out that it was the whole school.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. But how,
What was the
so,
hardest question?
yeah, what was the hardest question?
Uh, I forgot po. All questions were easy po, but then I can't see
Wow.
the answers po.
Sana all easy. How about you, Ate Micah? What was the hardest question? Or easiest?
The same. They were all easy. Uh,
Ay, naku
they-
po. Smart, 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 smart. Guys, sana all matalino.
that
Wow.
that was in the Minecraft. Yeah, they were all easy. But then in the Roblox math game, they were hard because we haven't tackled the topic yet. those problems that were
Mm.
shown in the Roblox math game. We haven't tackled that problem yet, so I just had to guess in each question.
Guessing is the
But
right
I
thing to
still
do.
made it to the end.
Ay, wow.
Wow.
Sana all nakakarating sa dulo. Okay. Anyways, second question. How was your experience visiting the websites of the grade 11? Was it good ba? Let's start with Kuya naman. Did you ever visit the website ba? If yes, how was your experience?
Which website po?
The one made
The
for the math. Who were the Atos and Kuyas assigned to you guys during the math fair?
Uh, I forgot po.
It's
Oh,
okay.
is it
So you weren't
Zamora?
so you weren't able to visit the websites po.
No po.
Kasi maybe it was
Ah,
grade 10 who handled them. I don't think they had the
maybe.
website.
How about you, Micah? Were you able to
No.
visit?
Grade
Ano
11
rin?
websites? No. Because the level that handled us was grade 10. Yes, grade 10.
Oh,
Mm.
grade 10. I see. Sayang. But anyways, that's all right. Baka next year meron ulit. But for the last question, what can you say about the Minecraft world built by the Ates and Kuyas? Where did you somehow wish na sana ganito yung school namin sa totoong buhay? Let's start with you, Micah the Grace.
Uh, hmm. Well, I'd say that it was really accurate because every corner that I turned to, it was always how I pictured it would be. How I
Mm.
predicted it would be. Since I know our school very well, since I go there. Yes, it was really accurate and it was beautifully created in Minecraft.
I see, I see. How about you, Kuya? Did you also wish na sana ganito rin ang school namin?
The school that they built is the same as the school in real life. I love that how they build like the road from the male to the female section. I also love that they built like the other buildings and houses, like the school in front of Fugen. I think it was RIS.
Oh,
Pati
that's so
RIS
cool.
sinama rin. Ang so cool naman. Grabe. So
But
anyways,
oh,
oh
Go,
yes,
go
yes, yes. Continue
ahead.
po, continue po.
but the RIS po, I didn't visit po inside. I don't think there's something inside po.
Mm.
That's
Good.
fine. In real life naman, we don't visit also.
Yes,
Yeah.
loyal to Fusion, loyal to Fusion. Anyways, thank you so much for Ats and Kuyas for sharing your experiences. Now we will be back with this commercial break.
La la da 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 da.
we are now back to Shimsuriwa, and now we will be talking about the games that you guys have played during your fun day. But before that, let us talk about your foundation day. We heard that the grade 7 and 8 made a public service announcement. Is that right,
Yes, po.
guys?
Yes po.
Yes, po.
So, we're actually confused what do you mean by public service announcement. What were the instructions given to you guys? Ate, you may unmute.
Any topic? Oh, yes, and then uh 3 to 5 minutes. That's all I remember.
Wait, was it a class or is it individual?
By class.
Ah, how about you, Kuya? The same instructions also, right? It's by class.
Yes po, the same instructions po.
So, what was the was there like a theme given? Or
No, nothing in particular. We could choose
Opo.
any theme we want.
so how did you guys prepare for it? Like, how did you decide on one thing for the whole class? Yeah. Let's start with you, Kuya.
We decided a PSA like about the pandemic, and then
Mm,
and then we were like through online classes, but nothing, but it like reminds us that uh we are not alone, but we are together as one class, because our quote is actually uh we are alone but together. So we thought about that.
that's nice. How about you, Micah? How did your class prepare for it?
So every morning in HRO time or in Earthside time, we would have a meeting, uh, discussing about how we'll do stuff, how who'll get what part, what will we talk about, and we included lessons that we learned in Earth Science since our Earth Science teacher is our advisor, and we also included some of the actions and experiences we've experienced, we've done, and
Mhm.
we all agreed on what we want to share about the most or care about the most.
Mm, how long did it take you guys to prepare for that?
Uh, it took us around 3 weeks.
Oh, was it like through a video or a poster?
Through a video po ate. Oh, no, I'm
Mm.
talking at the
How
same
about
time.
you, Kuya? Did it also take you guys 3 weeks to
And,
do so?
in a podcast.
Almost a month po.
Ah, well,
And
that's
we also did po
mhm.
video.
Okay, that's nice. So, congrats to you guys for accomplishing this task. Now, let us move on to the games that we had last Wednesday. What games did you guys participate in? Let's start with you, Kuya.
The card thingy, I think it was Jeopardy.
Uh, did you
And
guys did you participate in the chess tournament or no?
no po.
Mm. So you just played the games like Jeopardy and what else?
Yes po.
Okay. How about you, Ate? What games did you participate in?
Uh, I participated in, was it three or two? In all three or all two of the games that Takuyas and Atas hosted.
Mm,
Jeopardy and Sing It. I think that's what they were called. I don't recall.
it's okay. Well, did you guys actually have fun during these games?
Yes, we had a lot of fun. There was a lot of screaming involved within our groups. Just fun. Just fun.
Yeah, that's fun. How about you,
Screaming
Kuya?
is
Did you have
fun.
fun?
I also participated in the Name It Sing It po. I just forgot the
Mhm.
name of the game.
Now let us move on to the next topic, which is the events that happened last Thursday. Tiny?
All right, so for Thursday, It's a bit different from Wednesday, of course. Well, other than it's a new day, they also had the online concert, which served as the musical finale for the whole Foundation Day celebration. And this is an event for both students and teachers alike. So, were you guys able to watch the concert? Let's start with
Yes.
yes, okay, Ate. Um, right from the start, like, what were your initial thoughts about this event?
I was really looking forward to it because I knew that different Atas Kuyas from the lower levels and from the higher levels were going to perform, and I was really excited to see that and their different talents.
Okay. Did you expect to see anyone? Maybe.
I expected to see a lot of students from your level po, the grade 11, because from what I know po, there were a lot
Wow,
of students
special.
from there were a lot of students from
Special.
grade 11 who perform in front of students during the times when we still had school face to face. Yes.
Oh,
Mm. How about you,
nice.
Kuya?
Uh, my thoughts were I really thought on the when the program didn't started, uh, like nothing at all yet. Like I even the stream wasn't starting. I thought the one who will participate in the concert were teachers uh and also I just also realized that the reason why there are 15 students who participated is because it is the 15 Foundation Day of Fusion. So I was kind of shocked
Ah,
that I've
I didn't
realized
know
that.
that.
Yeah, I actually just realized it now.
Okay, great observation. Or maybe someone told you. I don't know.
Yes,
So
after Gerald.
oh, okay. So, Kuya, you did not expect anyone like there were no ates or kuyas, or even from your grade level that you thought would be in the concert.
I actually expected, but I'm not sure. Po.
Okay. So, after watching the concert, which performance did you enjoy the most?
Performance I enjoyed the most. The I forgot what his name was, but it was a kuya who was dancing. It was a contemporary style of dancing.
Ah,
I
Kuya
Kuya
Aisen.
Aisen.
Uh-uh.
yes, I really enjoyed that. I was really impressed. And another was the grade 6 Sojum. Hi, Sojum. Zinc ba yun? Yes, Zinc. Their performance as well. Oh,
What
and
did
and
Zinc?
that uh Zinc performed a song. They were singing, yes. And
Oh,
then
okay.
I forgot what their group was called, but they were a singing group as well. It was with Ate Hiniel.
Serb
Oh,
heads.
yes. Serb heads, oo nga. They
Yes,
were
I really
suns
liked
and
that one.
microphones. Yeah. So funny. Okay. So, how about you, Kuya? Like, which performance did you like the most?
I like the most po is the kuya who danced like a K-pop song.
Ah, si
Oh, Kuya
Andy.
Andy. Uh-oh. You
Yeah.
Yes.
like K-pop, Kuya?
Uh, yeah, some.
What's your favorite group?
I think a lot.
Okay, a lot.
Multi-fandom.
So at least you were excited when Kuya Andy performed. Yeah.
I
And
enjoyed all, but I enjoyed that the most po.
Mm.
all right. So after watching the concert, or even just like in between performances, were you inspired to try a new talent or skill after?
Uh,
Yes
uh,
po.
Okay, so let's start with Ate. What did you want to do after watching?
I was not inspired to do anything because at the time, I'm very preoccupied with stuff, so I don't think
Hmm.
that I had any plans to try anything new at the time. But
That's
the
Mm.
performances
okay.
were really good.
Okay, so like since you're still grade 7, like is there any talent before the concert that you always wanted to have?
Um, I singing in a group wherein you harmonize, I guess. I always
Oh.
wanted to try that.
Acapella.
A cappella, something like that.
Yeah, yes.
How about you, Kuya?
I always wanted to have a talent of dancing and playing piano. I already know how to play piano, but I still need more skills because I kind of stopped playing it because since the pandemic started, I stopped the training po.
I feel you, Kuya. There's so many things that I also started playing the piano. So yeah, share ko lang. But yeah, I'm rooting for
That's
you. I hope that you
good.
can learn how to dance and play piano as well. Yeah.
Yay.
So that was what we did in Wednesday and Thursday for Foundation Day, and unfortunately, this is where our podcast will
Oh.
end. Yes, so that's it, isn't it? We had such fun with the two of you this afternoon. It's already 5 o'clock. Yeah, so Kuya Markin and Ate Maika, amidst all these requirements, thank you so much for taking your time to join us here. So, any other words from my fellow hosts?
Uh, I just want to say na keep thriving. Don't give up. And thank you for the two guests that joined us today. Once again, I am Ate Hana na disgrasya na sinasabi na huwag madisgrasya pagdating sa pag-ibig at iba pang mga bagay para hindi ka yung sakit.
I would
Yay!
I would also like to say I understand the overload of PTs, and I just want to really
Amen.
thank you guys for joining us, and from the
True.
deep within our group's heart. really,
Amen.
really thank you. And once again, I'm Ate Nessie na sinasabi na if you can do it, then do it.
Yeah!
And I am Ate Kristen, who you already heard a lot of times, but you can call me Ate Tiny.
Young's tiny in the house.
And I am Ate Marie, telling you guys na ang buhay ay parang life. Thank you guys for joining us today. We know that you guys have your own schoolworks, so really appreciate your time. And once again, this is episode 1, Symptotium Spread, End of Multi-Brain Bread.
Nabulol na.
Micah?
And once again, hi to you all, everything. I am Aitan Maika with the saying that if you believe you can fly, edi naniniwala kang pwede kang makalipad. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. I hope you had fun looking, listening, and learning.
And looking and listening and learning again. Yes.
Thank you guys
Yes.
so much.
Thank you
Thank you
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you po. God bless po.
Bye-bye.
God bless. Good luck sa
Bye.
school.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.